Jesus, we're outside today. Yeah, Dad, it's nice and cool, isn't it? Compared to inside. Yes, son. Yeah, it's nice and cool. Well, it's supposed to rain. Hopefully it rain cool us down. Yeah, that'd be quite good. But the reason I took you out here today, special occasion, because my your shift's just over and mine's about to start. But I'm just gonna keep you up. And, yeah, you're gonna hey, there you go. I got you a real pint of beer. Yeah, it's lovely. Thanks, Dad. Yes, okay, son. Yeah. I've talked to you before about religions and cults, and they're basically the same thing. So the Americans have a different definition because the American is a cult. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, let me tell you about one of these little cults that I sort of made up, and I made people believe about this. They've been believing it about this shit for fucking beginning of the time. Yeah, you remember what's that guy? Queen, the people that sing the band Queen, with their the bad boy Freddie Mercury, the one that got bummed up the arse and got AIDS. You know him? Yeah. He made all those weird songs like. Yeah, exactly. Like he wants to ride his bicycle all the time, and you know what he's talking about there, don't you? Yeah. That's how he died from AIDS. You know. Is riding a bicycle. Okay, and one of his other songs is well known for. You might watch the films, and there was a TV series called The Highlander, the Scottish bloke. You know, he was immortal. Oh yeah. The song, well, is I am immortal or something. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and okay, I basically, I got these bunch of cunts, when they're born, I bought their soul from their daddies, and because they knew they were bastard sons, cunts. So he just sold their souls to me for like a couple of pieces of silver or some shit, What I did. I let them live forever, but they had to live under certain conditions. One, I first of all, when they get up to a certain age, and the first time they die in real life, they suddenly come back to life, and they're given. I turn the dicks into like a needle, a needle dick. So their dicks are made like needles that stick out, really long needles, And these fucking immortal bastards, as they thought, the Highlander being their Mac Daddy, And I told them, yeah, listen to me, sons, you all my sons. Listen to me, sons. There can be only one, so you have to have a dick fight with each other and just swing your needles at each other. And the first one to penetrate the other one's bum. Yeah. When you fuck him at the bum, you'll take all his fucking soul energy and it'll go into you. And if everyone in the world keeps on bumming each other's ass and with their needles. Even the girls, made them grow needles from their fucking clits, Fucking so it was like the Highlander was it wasn't it Connor McLeod? Yeah, that's from that shit movie. Yeah, you remember the decent one, the TV show, with Duncan McLeod, Dincon McLeod, Dincon was gonna fucking thought he was gonna win it, well, for this cycle anyway. I'll tell you more about that later. Yeah, okay, I remember Dincon and his French bitch. Yeah. Yeah, didn't she get killed off or something? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because she got in the way and she knew he was a needle dick and all that shit. And, so they created this secret society, and so that's why it's a cult, because it's a secret. Uh, there's another bunch of cunts. They were called the Watchers, and what they did was just stare, record, and watch them all the time. Real fucking pervy bastards. And their boss was Alfonso, Alfonso Ace Lee. Yeah, that fucking Jesus cunt. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, the guy that sticks needles up his bum just for fun. Yeah. Um, and he tried to bomb Duncan MacLeod a few times, but Duncan needled his ass back, and they just became lovers and shit. And he was telling all the information about the Watchers and all that shit. And Duncan and the fucking four horsemen of the Bollockis. Four horsemen of the apocalypse. They knew about this shit too. They knew about the watching cunts, the guys that, you know what these guys do. They have this feeling when another cult cunt is around them. Yeah, what do they feel? Their fucking needles start growing, and they tell each other to meet each other in some car park, and then they have a little wrestling match. One sticks his needle in the other one's mouth, and the other one sticks his needle in the other one's mouth. Keep on trying to bum each other until the one that's most demanding lays him down in the car park. In the car. Yeah, fucking dogging cunts. This is where the word dog came from, and then the one who won starts sticking his needle in the other one's butt and keeps on fucking riding his fucking ass. And all those fucking watcher guys are standing around with cameras filming it in the car park, like real cunts. And then fucking thunderstorms come down, lightning, and all this shit. And they believe their soul, the other person's soul, went up their ass. But it's really their fucking needle dicks, and they extracted each other's power and put it in themselves until okay, this is how you think about it. Yeah, I think I know. So there's different guys. They're immortals, right? Yeah, exactly. They're immortal until I say they're immortal, right? Okay, until some fucking bums them in the ass with their fucking needle. And if someone else bums them like a preacher or some shit, because some of these are choir boys too. They get, the boys that get fucked by the priests so intense when they're young, they turn into choir boy immortals. So okay, there's like 3 stages. The choir boys, and there's the priest choir boys. They're choir boys that turn into priests and do what the priest taught them to do. Then there's the fucking preachers. The preachers are one of the worst. They're much higher up in ranking. They got millions of souls collected for themselves, and they bum the shit out of each other. And they choose who they want to fight. They only want the one with lots of souls in them. And above that are the bishops. There's not many bishops around. The bishops fuck millions and millions, and they've stuck their little needle dicks up millions of asses. And there's a legend about this this guy. He's called the Pope, and nobody knows who the Pope is. Because you know why? Because I'm the fucking Pope. You didn't expect that, did you, motherfucker? Oh, Okay, yeah. So, this secret society, they run around fun car parks and do their dogging with their needle dicks. The watchers watch them and film them and shit. You know, uh, what happens is they keep bumming each other until their needle fucking makes their brains burst. Because the more they fuck, the longer their needle gets, until it goes all the way through their body and pierces their brains. And then they chop their dicks off. And when they chop their dicks off, they fucking eat the dick, and lightning comes down from the sky, and then they swipe their heads with their needle dicks, and then all this fucking merges, and the lightning just strikes them up their fucking ass. And they fucking take that shit up their ass, and they gain the power of the other bad boy. And these fucking cunts, they start off as choir boys, cause yeah, their dads know they're bastards and shit, and so they sell them to me for I know, so they can become famous and shit, and then after 10 years, I take their soul, and then they'll be in the jail with their little fucking priest bastards. He's gonna bum them back too. Okay. Okay, so this is a cult that nobody knows about. Yeah. I mean, you've heard it on TV. I mean, they've done this shit on TV before. They tried to like the Highlander. Do you remember a few years before that, the Invaders, starring Vincent fucking Doggy Boy or whatever it was, yeah, and V for Victory with Donovan and his camera. Yeah, one of the watcher cunts, and these fucking cult bastards, especially the watchers, they hide in plain sight all across the world in every other job, so they can write in their little notebooks and send the information to each other. So if one comes into their area, they'll send some fucking watchers out to watch them, and they just love filming them getting bombed and shit. They're into that, and then they you know what they do with that. They watch those videos late at night. Yeah. Okay, so what happens when say the choir boys turn into the priest rapists? And okay, first of all, the priest rapists, they prey on the choir boys, right? Okay, and these fucking choir boys, they're young, they don't know how to use their needle that well, so the priests bomb them really easily, and yeah, they take their power. So then there's the priests, and then there's the preachers. The preachers, just they're in the public eye, and they trick the priests into getting bummed and shit, and tell them all about the Catholic religion and shit, and said, this is a religion, not cult. So you have to listen to me and turn around. And then they bum them the ass with their needle dicks. They got really long needle dicks this time. So one poke just makes their eyeballs pop out and their brain explode. And they take all that, and then their dicks just automatically fall off, and their balls, and they all get lightning struck and stuck up their fucking ass. And they take all theirs. So now there's no more choir boys, there's no more priests, there's the preachers, and then there's the bishops. The bishops are like the four horsemen of the apocalypse. They've been around since forever, and these are my soldiers. They know about the real thing, and there's four of them. Until the four of them kill off every motherfucker in the world, apart from Dinklon McLeod. You remember him? Yeah. Oh yeah. From the TV series Dinklon. Yeah. he's the fifth musketeer, or whatever the fuck you want to call him. And he tries to battle the fucking bishops, the four horsemen, and him and his boyfriend, what's his name? Mateus or some shit. Fuck knows. Yeah, some other baddie boy that's been around for who you find out later. His name's Mythos, and he is. I used to be one of the five musketeers or the bishops. Okay, so one of the bishops joins up with Duncan after Duncan, he found his relative, his older great hundred thousands of years granddad, who was the other McLeod. The one from the film. What's his name? You told me. I told you that earlier. It was he was the guy. He has that weird accent, Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod and Connor MacLeod of the Clan of the MacLeod. Yeah, but Connor was getting bored, so he just told, I want to sacrifice myself for you, Duncan, because I got so many souls in me. Duncan, just stick it right up my ass and just take me and take all those souls, so you and Mythos can destroy the other three horsemen. So Duncan, he fucking raped the shit out of his granddaddy, and he fucked so much shit. Half the fucking planet blew up, and it went up his arse with it. And then he joined up with Mythos, and they had a little fight because Mythos had lied all this time that he was one of the four horsemen. Yeah, fucking liars. Sound like fucking priests. Yeah, exactly, son. That's what they do. They lie, these cult bastards. So it's 2 against 3. So Mythos, he took off. He killed famine, pestilence, easy. They were just bite boys, but there was death and war left. So death and war, they battled, and fucking Mythos got taken up the arse, and it was just Duncan left the fight. The last of the fucking bad boys, the last bishop. It's me against the last bishop. I must be a bishop by now. Yeah, I've got all this power. And the last horseman of the apocalypse, the cunt. Now you can't tell what's the difference between each of them because they swapped around spirits and shit with each other. They came in each other's mouths and shit so many times and bummed each other. It fucking got ridiculous. So they had a final battle, and whoever won would become the Pope. So they battled for fucking hours, for fucking days, for weeks non-stop, just swiping their little needles around, their big needles, and, scratching each other with their needles. And they were good, and they could block each other really well. And then I step in, and I pull out my fucking big, massive cock, and both of them fucking bow down to me. And I say, listen, you cunts. Now fucking bum each other. And somehow they 69 each other. And they bum each other through the mouth. And they both disappear. And I fucking take all their fucking souls. And then what I do is release all those souls from hell again, and we start off a new cult. And they're going to new bodies, and these will be the new choir boys. And the whole cycle goes on and on and on, non-stop since the beginning of time. This is how my cult works. They don't know I run it. They even think they run it, but they think they think about there's a higher power than them, but they don't know it's me, son. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, you're so cool. You fucking cold bastards. Especially those catholic cunts. Yeah, those choir boys, priests, rapists, choir boy, fucking rumping, bumping, you know, cunts, basically bunch of cunts. Yeah, exactly. So that is one way how a cult starts. I'll tell you a little bit about how other cults work, a little bit. But for now, I think we've had a good nighttime story for you. So go to sleep, Jesus, outside. Wait for it to rain. It's supposed to rain, thunder, and lightning and shit in a few hours. But you can't trust that fucking Jeff Bezos. He's a fucking cunt and just keeps on doing these fucking messages on your Alexa devices saying it's gonna rain between 3 and 4 a.m. or some shit like that. They think they're so smart, they just repeat it. They repeat it for fucking days, and it never rains, and they get so pissed off, they hire some fucking local tramps that will stand over anybody with an Alexa device, and they will piss from your roof. They stand on your roof and piss from the top, make you think it's raining, because they can't take it that they're wrong all the time. Those fucking wankers. Yeah, Dad, I saw one of those tramp bastards standing on the fucking roof, pissing, and his fucking piss, it had blood in it. It was like orangey colored, dark red mix. So it looked like blood or red wine or an orange juice mixed. It was disgusting. Yeah, we get the latest bunch of the choir boys, with their little needle dick. No, they haven't grown their needle dicks. We get I turn one into a priest just by clicking my finger like that, and one of them will suddenly turn into and give himself a fucking needle dick, and then he'll go around and fuck the rest of the choir boys and become the priest. Yeah, that's how it works. It's a cycle that goes on and on and on forever, and they think they are immortal, and there'll be only one of them left in the end, but the only one left is always me, and then I restart the cycle. Yeah, Dad, you're so clever. Now, can I go to sleep, please? It's long past my bedtime. Okay, you had a good bedtime story today, so just as you haven't drunk your beer, so down that. Oh God. Oh God, that went down the wrong hole. You dirty bastard. That's what you say to all the boys. Or girls, Yeah, have a smoke. Maybe that go down the other hole. This shit here, yeah. This ain't your holy grail shit you usually do. This is some fucking Thai stick. Now smoke that, fall asleep outside, and wait for it to piss in your face. Wait for the local cunts to come and stand on your roof and piss blood and orange juice on your face. That'd be so fun. Okay, good night, Dad. Good night, Lucifer. Good night, son. Good night, Jesus. And no John Boy today. Don't want you thinking about John Boy again, because he's a dirty bastard. Now sleep, boy. Nah.